You know, I see why the Most High God did never bless me with no car. I really do. I see why he never, with not just yet in my younger days, because before I actually changed, I used to be a rebellious person. You know, I used to take things. I used to, you know what I mean, go in the store and take things that didn't belong to me when I was like 12, 13, 9, 10, things of that nature. I was actually really worse than my other brothers, you know. But the thing that helped me, my mother, she prayed for me all the time. Sometimes she prayed for me and I knew it, and sometimes she was praying for me when I didn't even know she was praying for me. Even I'm talking about even when I was asleep, my mother would pray for me all the time. And I believe that's what made a big difference in my life to this day. Because the most high knew he knew the type of character that I am. I'm upfront with a person. That's what really probably would intimidate or scare certain people when they find you inferior, hard to deal with or something like that. Because if God wouldn't have put me in the type of mind frame that he put me in, they would end up hurting me, but or either I would end up hurting them. When I say that, I'm talking about so-called white men. I would end up hurting me. I mean, I would end up hurting them, or they would end up hurting me. Or I would have got hurt because I'm too outspoken and stuff like that. On certain things. Now, I used to would be quiet when I was up under Christianity a lot. I did, but now it's like I'm more upfront. I feel like I was born to be upfront. It's in my nature to be upfront and just let a person know what's going on with me up here. What I mean by that, telling them like, hey, I just tell you what it is. Just like I give you an example. If I'm in the store and like y'all know, y'all see my videos, so y'all pretty much know what I'm all about and what I talk about. If a so-called white person just walk up to me, anybody that's working for white supremacy, like Uncle Tom, Coon or sellout, I'm going. I'm one of those. I'm up front. I'm gonna tell them right away. I'm going to call them out. Oh, I'm gonna say, "Is you watching me or something?" That's just the way I am. I'm just gonna come out and tell you. I ain't gonna wait and say, that so and so was watching me in the store, and I started to say something. No, I don't like to do that. I like to just go ahead on and get it off my chest and just tell them, let them know I know what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? And what is you doing trying to see if I'm gonna take something out these stores or what? What is you looking at? What is you looking to gain? Hold on. I thought somebody was coming. I don't know, man. People say well, I've been there and I've been there. And like you hear it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk about that in another video. But um, I'm upfront with people, man. I just tell them. I try to keep it real and above 100. If something is what it is and if it's the truth about that situation, let me go ahead and check that stuff I'm cooking in here, frying chicken. Hold on. I'll be back. Yeah. But I just um I'm upfront. I'm just upfront with people. For the most part, I'm upfront. And I tell you how I just say, and if they get mad, I just say, well, look, I'm just keeping it real with you. You know, regardless of how you feel or whatever. And at that point, I'd be like, well, if I put myself at jeopardy, I just put myself at jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it above. I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm all about. Look, let me tell you something, people. If you come and watch videos over on this channel here that I'm doing, I keep it real, bro. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna tell the truth. I ain't trying to uh, spare no feeling. I ain't trying to. I'm just gonna tell it what like it is and what it is. And if it ain't it ain't it. If it's it, it's it. If it ain't it, I'm just gonna say, hey, if the white man is the devil, and then the Bible, if the Bible said the devil that deceived them in Revelation 20 and 10, that what he said, the devil that I'm gonna say it. That's what it is. What you want me to say? If God made a distinction between the Hebrew God made a distinction between black, Hispanic, and black people and Hispanic, Native American, and Europeans and Native American people, hey, it's just what it is. You can't change what you is. If you is of a nation of people, it's either you is or you ain't. It's either it's the truth or it's not. Yeah. It ain't no middle ground. It's just what it is. It's either you it or you ain't. Yeah. No matter how much you call yourself something, if you ain't that, you ain't it. Yeah. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a video about this a little more. The thief cometh not but to kill and to destroy. The thief cometh not but kill and to destroy. The thief cometh not but kill to destroy. That's it. That's what he come to do. Rape, rob, murder, kill, steal, rob, and destroy. I know I left that word out. Let's go back and let's read that because I want to put all the context in this video. I'll be checking on my mom every few couple of seconds, you know. That's St. John chapter 10. The Bible says, verily, verily, that means truly. That's in St. John 10, verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that enters not he that enters not by the door unto the sheepfold, but climbs up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that enters in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter opens, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name and leadeth them out. I broke it down. You go look in the other video. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goes before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. Just like your dog. If you walking up and you raise your dog or whatever, and you start talking, if he hear a strange voice, he gonna bark. If it's not familiar, he gonna bark. But if he hear the voice and it sound familiar, he gonna know that's his owner. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of a stranger, of strangers. That's right. This is plain. It's really simple, people. In other words, the Bible tells us to keep all of the 613 commandments of God, right? Okay. Now you have man-made commandments. Now, if the Bible tells you man and woman. Like, let's get an example. And I'm gonna be very simple. This is simple. It's very simple. Anybody can get this. I'm just gonna be very, very simple. Simple as possible. Because God is simple. Genesis chapter 1 and verse 28, 26. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female. Create he them. So God created male and female, because this is how you know the Bible is true. If a man get with a woman, the woman and they do something, what's gonna happen? They both gonna have children. They gonna have children. Why? Because it's a man and a woman. That's why the Bible said male and female. So let's keep going. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. He said, be fruitful and multiply. Another word for being fruitful and multiply is having children. If you have children between a man and a woman, that's a male and a female, that's the only way life comes into the world. You can't create life with a male and a male. A man and a man, you can't create life. So when the Bible says, and a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. In other words, if I'm sitting up here promoting and telling you that it's nothing wrong with this, it's nothing wrong with this outside of the Bible, and I'm telling you, okay, to get with the same thing as you, or get with another man and a man, and a woman get with another woman, and how you stop in life like that. You stop life. You actually stop in life. You actually stop in life, man. So the stranger, what they won't follow, if they push in a doctrine that's telling you different things contrary to the Bible says male and female, and they said male and male and female, that's the voice of a stranger. So you know to don't listen to that type of doctrine. That's what the Bible is talking about. This is very simple. It ain't nothing complicated about this. It ain't nothing complicated about this. Man make things complicated. They do. They just do. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'll be back a little bit later on. The thief cometh not, but kill and to destroy. The thief cometh not, but kill and to destroy. I'm out. That's the title.